Yo, what's good YouTube, man? It's Clutch. We back out with another video, man. Today's video, I got you guys with this new rare floor spacing rebounder build in NBA 2K24. Now this actually is going to be a pretty good center build right here. I'm pretty sure if you wanted to though, you can make this build at all 5 positions. Like I said, I am going to make it a center though. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. So this stuff right here, personal preference, and then I am going center, but like I did say, you can make this build at all 5 positions. I'm gonna go center. I think the perfect height for a center is 7 foot, so I did go 7 foot. If you want to go taller or shorter, you definitely could do that. I did go 255 pounds. And then for the wingspan, now in order to get this build name, your 3-point shot does have to be at least a 78, so just keep that in mind. If you would much rather have a longer wingspan with 78 3 ball, definitely could do that. I don't want this build to be like a typical center build with long arms and a low 3 ball. It's a floor spacing rebounder. Like I said, I want it to be a different type of build, so I did go pretty short on the arms, 7'1" wingspan. Some people might not like that, but we do get the ability to get an 85 3-pointer, which will give us like gold catch and shoot and bronze limitless range. Like I said, if you don't like that, go 7'7" wingspan. So go 7 foot, 255, 7'1" wingspan. All right, moving on to the actual build, I'm gonna show you guys how to make it. So I did max out the speed to a 65. Definitely do want to have maximum speed on your center build. I didn't touch acceleration. Acceleration really isn't that important in my opinion for a center at least. Definitely do want to have max speed though, and I did go 90 strength. I think that's definitely more than enough. That will give us Hall of Fame box out beast, gold brick wall, and gold immovable enforcer, silver bulldozer as well. And then for the vertical, now this does have to be at least a 60 for the pro big man contact dunks. That's the absolute bare minimum. In my opinion, I think that's too low because vertical also does help with rebounding and blocks. So I did go 75. That also will give us gold pogo stick, which I think is perfect. And then I did put the stamina to a 97. I actually maxed it out. That will give us gold workhorse. Alright, now that the physicals are done, let's get straight into actually making this build. So I'm going to start off with finishing first. I did put my driving dunk to a 75. I don't really think you need anything much more than that. I think 80 is actually the maximum. If you go above 80, it does change the name of the build. 75 is really all you need. It does give you silver aerial wizard, gold spin cycle, and bronze whistle. Plus, all the good standing dunk animations do require a 75 driving dunk. And then for close shot, I went ahead and put this to a 77, which I think is perfect. That does give us silver fearless, silver masher, gold pro touch, giant slayer gold. You guys can see for yourself. I think that's perfect as well. Now, me personally, on my build, I didn't touch layup. I know layups are OP this year. In my opinion, I don't think you really need layup on a center build. If you want to lower something to get a higher layup, you definitely could. I didn't touch it though. And then standing dunk, I put this to an 83. Of course, 80 standing dunk will unlock the pro big man contact dunks. Don't stop there. At least go 81. That will give you silver rise up and silver precision dunker. But I went 83 for that silver fast twitch. And again, we will unlock pro big man contact dunks with this. Alright, now shooting, mid-range shot. In order to keep this build name, your mid-range cannot be anything higher than a 77. If you go above 77, it does change the name of the build. I just went 72. I think 72 is definitely way more than enough. You don't get anything from 72 to 77, so there's really no point. 72 does give you silver mini magician. If you don't care about that, you could leave it at the bare minimum, which I think is 70, so you might as well just go 72. And then I did max out the 3-pointer to an 85. Like I said, I did want this build to be a little bit different. It's a floor spacing rebounder, so I did want to have pretty good shooting, but all you really need is a 78. 78 will give you the build name. So if you don't care about having this high of a 3 and you would much rather have longer wingspan, you only have to go 78. But 85 is really nice. It does give you gold catch and shoot, gold corner specialist, and bronze limitless range. And of course, the higher your 3-pointer, the better jump shots you will get. So yeah, and then I did put the free throw to a 75. That will give us bronze free points badge, which is pretty nice. All right, moving on to playmaking. Pass accuracy, I would say at least bare minimum 75. You definitely want to at least go 75. That will give you that Domantas Sabonis pass style, silver break starter, and silver special delivery. Now, since this build is 7 foot, I know most people probably would want to use this build in rec, so I did go 86 pass accuracy for that gold break starter. If you're playing rec, it really is nice to have that. If I was a rec center, I definitely would target at least an 86 pass accuracy. I think if you go above 87, it does change the name of the build. So yeah, 86 is perfect. It will give you that gold break starter, and I'm pretty sure that actually is the maximum you can go. So I would say either go 86 or 75 here. All right, now defense, interior defense, I did put this to an 82, which is perfect. It actually does give us that silver post lockdown and gold workhorse. Now here's another thing with interior defense, it cannot be anything higher than this. I think if you go 84 and above, it does change the name of the build. So yeah, I just went 82. That does give us that silver post lock and the gold workhorse. I think that's definitely way more than enough. I didn't touch perimeter, but I did get the steal to a 60 for that bronze interceptor. If you would rather have the perimeter defense than the steal, you definitely could do that. I think most people would probably rather have the steal, so I did go 60 for bronze interceptor, and then I did go 92 block, which will give us that gold anchor, which is pretty nice. And then rebounding, now here is a very important thing. So my defensive rebound is actually going to be a 93, which will give us Hall of Fame box out beast and gold rebound chaser. And your maximum offensive rebound with that is actually a 75. I was actually having a hard time getting this build name at first because I kept making this mistake. So in order to get this build name, your offensive rebound cannot be anything higher than this. If you go 76 and above, it does change the name of the build. So yeah, 75 O board is the absolute maximum. And then I did go 93 defensive. Of course, will give us that Hall of Fame box out, gold pogo stick, and gold rebound chaser. And as you guys can see, here's pretty much the build, the floor spacing rebounder. Pretty solid build in my opinion. We do have really good finishing. We do have those pro big man contact dunks, really good driving dunk. We do have crazy insane shooting. 85 3-pointer on a 7-footer is pretty crazy in my opinion. You will be able to shoot lights out on this build with gold catch and shoot. You do have really good pass accuracy, so you can throw those full court outlet passes like nothing. Got really good defense, good interior, good block. You're a floor spacing rebounder, do have good rebounding and good physicals. Now I know some people are probably saying, oh, what about post control? This build in particular is not made to be a post scorer. It's made to be a popping center in my opinion, with really good 3-pointer, good enough finishing. But if you want to be a post scorer, like I did say, you only have to go 78 3-ball in order to get the build name. You could actually go like 63 midi, 78 3-ball, and then if you want to get some post control, let's see, take this down a little bit too, you can actually get a 75 post control if you were just to sacrifice the mid-range and the 3-pointer to a 78. 75 is actually not bad. We'll give you that bronze on pluck and a lot of good silver post scoring badges. If you'd rather do that, definitely could do something like that. Also could even lower the pass accuracy to 75. You can get even higher post control if you wanted that, but I'm gonna recommend this version right here. And as you guys can see, this build does have shades of Arvydas Sabonis, Jusuf Nurkic, and Nikola Vucevic. Like I said, this build is called a floor spacing rebounder. Pretty rare build name right there. It can be made at all 5 positions. Even if you want to make the build a point guard, like a Luka Doncic type of build, definitely could do that. But yeah, that's pretty much the build. Let me know what you guys think about this build in the comment section below. If you guys have any other builds you guys would like me to make a video on, please let me know. I really would appreciate it. Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'm out.